on this one. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Season it with it'll help extract the moisture from the peppers and the onions. Add a little bit of salt in there. Yeah. That got a little overcooked, and I'm going to take that out because I don't want it in there. And the kind of onions you want to use, I like using the sweet onions. I like some onion with flavor. They have some white onions out there, but I like getting the walla onions or some sweet onions. To me, it just gives any dish a lot more flavor. So, see, and that's pretty much sauteed enough until it's basically translucent. The onions are translucent. And then, I think this is about ready. Well, it's not yet. So, and I'm going to go ahead and add my jalapeno in there. And then I'm going to add my cloves of garlic. Yeah. This is going to be delicious. You're going to love this. And then, I'm going to do that Indian technique, which I've talked about so many times. I have a little bit of comino in here. So I'm going to do a nice pinch of comino, maybe two. I love comino. And then some pepper. I love pepper, yes. I almost want to put the whole thing in there. I would say about a teaspoon each. Okay. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then I have my chili powder. The chili powder, I have like about a good tablespoon in there. I'll just pour that whole thing in there. And you don't have to add the chicken. And like I said, you could use vegetable broth if you want to make it vegetarian. And that'd be fine too. I love chicken, especially if it's organic. Yeah. And like I said, I get most of my products from organic resources. Let me turn this off real quick because I don't want it to burn. And then add the rest of this. Wonderful. And wait till it heats up. Okay, let's bring that up to a high boil. Set this on the side. Wash my hands again, or rinse them. Wipe down. Do some wiping down here. And you want to make something special. This is a nice, beautiful soup that you can make for your family. It's very economical. And you can take a package of 6 organic legs and stretch it out. And I basically, look at all that water, that stock, and you're just flavoring up the water. Not stock, but your broth. So you're making some nice broth there. I want to add a little bit of that in there. So I want to start okay, so I'm going to dig from the bottom here. I'm going to stir it. Add some liquid in there. Okay. And if you want to use a strainer, you want a nice clean broth, you could use a strainer. The main thing is you want to heat up your, you don't want a cold broth while you're cooking. I'm going to go ahead and stir that. Okay. And let me set this aside. Clear up some of this stuff. That looks tacky. Put it there. More salt. Definitely more salt. There's some more salt in there. And eventually I'm going to put the chicken in there. Because I do want some chicken in my tortilla soup. Okay. Now what the tomato sauce is going to do, it's going to bind all the flavors together and it's going to thicken. It's going to be like a gravy, but it is like a gravy and it's going to thicken the soup, which is nice. And I would say that's a whole can that I used. I had some diced tomatoes that I had left over. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. Now, a tortilla soup can also be very clear. You don't have to put all these spices, but this is the way I like it. So I'm going to do it the way I like it. And you can adjust the tomatoes, you can adjust the peppers if you like. Try it again. Oh my goodness. You have to do this recipe. Oh my gosh. Make it the day before and then you can have it like the next morning for breakfast with tortillas. Yeah. I'm going to put some more oregano in there. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead. Start adding my beautiful chunks. I'm going to put this up. These are my spices, just in case spices. This over here. Actually, I need to slice my lime. And so how I slice my limes, I basically cut the ends off. Like this. And you can supreme them as well, which is what I learned in my culinary program. To supreme your limes and lemons, which is nice. And so, and then you can kind of trim them. I'm going to show you how to supreme them really quick, okay? And so you want to take your knife and just cut carefully. Just cut in between each membrane. These have seeds, so I'm going to remove the seeds. Oh, wow. Oh, those are delicious. Now, depending on the topography that you're in, and that's your land, that's what will bring out the flavors of that particular fruit. Now, these are in Northern California, over my friend's house, which he invited me to harvest, and these are so delicious. They're nice and delicious. Now, another way that you could do it, you basically cut in between. And in Mexico, you're going to see a lot of, they leave the outside on. And that's another way of doing it. The skin. Hey, if it's organic, it's okay with me. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so delicious. I think you're going to love that. As you can, after it's all cooked, you can get a blender, blend it, and strain it through a sieve. And then you'll have this delicious, elegant tortilla soup. And that is very smooth and delicious. But I got to blend it this time. Okay, I like it just the way it is right there. I'm going to go ahead and the flavors are popping in my mouth. They're delicious, and I love where this has already taken me. So what I'm going to do is get a bowl, basically a bowl like this. You put your bowl on your plate. You put your bowl on your plate, okay? I'm going to cut my tortillas and put them in the tortilla soup. It's going to make them delicious and tasty and yummy. Okay, so I'm going to take my tortillas, my beautiful tortillas, take a couple. You can fry these and crispy them up. Mama used to just make them like noodles. But you just go ahead and cut them like I'm going to do and make them like noodles. This is so good. It's so delicious. I made some for my friend and I thought I gotta do a video. The fall's here, the holidays are coming. It's time to bring in some tradition. So I cut those up. And see? They look like noodles. See? And you just kind of pour them in there. Put your nice little noodles in there. Okay? So if you want to lighten it up, you can with an extra broth and chicken that you have over here. But if you want that beautiful, beautiful, yummy, delicious, thick, beautiful, well, it's not really thick, but it is nice tortilla soup, you just leave it as I gave you the recipe. So let's go ahead and scoop a couple spoons of this beautiful tortilla soup. Okay. Just ladle that in there. Okay. Alrighty. And then take a little bit of paper here and wipe it off. You usually wipe it off with a nice clean towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and put, usually when you serve the tortilla soup, you serve with the condiments on the side. And then allow the guests to go ahead and help themselves. But with this one, I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's done. So I have a little bit of cabbage. So you can put your cabbage on there, like that. And then I have my oregano and my green onions mixed. You could use also the white onions, but I want to put my, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put my beautiful radishes, which are all organic. And I have a little bit of that pepper, so it's going to add a little bit more bite. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my cilantro on top of that. And then maybe a wedge or two of my lime. And usually you can squeeze it like that. So if you want to serve it, you can serve it like that, where they can squeeze it and enjoy it. So there you have my tortilla soup, and I'm glad you stayed for this one. You should try it. I think you'll like it, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?